Hey guys, and welcome to this first look of Transport Fever 2. I'm very lucky to actually receive this key, and thank you to Urban Games for actually providing it to me. Looking at this first screen, this is the first screen you're going to load up when you open the game. It's very familiar. It feels just like Transport Fever to me. Bottom left, you've got your achievements. Middle, you've got the credits. I won't run that now. Down here, let's go to the settings first. Very similar to the last game. You do have music, I've just disabled it. Controls, they are fully working. You can remap as needed. The interface is scalable. You've got the usual localization. I've got it in miles and mph, but you can have kilometers if you want. And the autosaves and stuff like that is in here. What we're going to do today, we'll have a quick look at an easy game I was playing yesterday. That's a free game where you basically load up a map and you don't have any presets you have to do anything. We'll have a quick look at a campaign, maybe play 1 or 2 levels. Then we'll look at the map editor. So let's load up the game. And here we go, it's all loaded. I think we're paused right now. This is a random map I generated yesterday. It's just playing simple at the moment. I just really want to familiar myself with the actual game. Mostly I've built bus routes or tram routes or whatever. Not tram, cargo routes. That's the one. Yeah. So we got a bus route running from here to here. Around this side we have a bus route running from here out to there. I built this road over here because there wasn't one. So we can actually have some bread delivered. Some food delivered, and the farm's up here. Now, one noticeable difference is, I think you guys really probably know about this, that towns need specific items now. Whereas you could just ship anything you wanted before, now they really want specific items. On this, it's food and machines. On this map, I was quite unlucky. This is there's 4 towns on this map. There was only this one which wanted food, and as well as they're quite close to each other, I did eat up quite a bit of money putting this path over the top, or this road over the top. Actually, we can press play. Let's press play and actually go and look through. So we look at the animations. Again, they're very similar to what they were before, but you notice that the grass is different. One thing I'm disappointed about, the trees aren't animated and the grass isn't animated, but other than that, it does look rather nice. I would say the game's been simplified a little bit. It's quite simple to see. These are the 2 inputs and that's what you get out. So in order to make machines, you need some planks and you need some steel. Simple enough. But if we go up here, automate tools, you just need planks. Seems simple. So maybe today what we'll do, very quickly, this is fairly, it's quite simple to do with, is we have a forest, which leads to the sawmill, which makes some planks, which indeed will make some tools, and then from there, this city is really getting some fuel, because I've set that up already. And yes, there we go. They want some tools. So this one's fairly simple to do. We need a building. I was just looking what we had in the area. So we need a road depot. We're going to do this by road. It's the simplest way to do it. I don't think we haven't got a road depot. No, we don't down there. So that's a pity. If we put in here, yeah, that should be enough. We're not going to spend too much time on this. It's only a simple game. I just want to show you the procedures to make something. Now, we've already got a depot in the town here, but we should actually have a truck station. Now, normally I would go as far across to here, because we're going from here to here, but we need to get into here as well, so it's no point. We're going to rotate that, aren't we? We are going to rotate that. Which keys did I set to that? Ah, there, I set the delete key to set to that. We need another truck stop down here. Once again, there's no point us doing anything smart with this because we're going to be going both ways. But on this one, we want to shorten the journey between here and here as much as possible. So we want to go as far out as possible. Now, do you notice where it's white and now it's not? So we want to just in there. So our first route will be from here to here. And then we'll go from here to here. We can probably do this in one route, actually. Can we actually do the whole lot in one route? We probably could, you know. We create one route with lots of stops. So now we go to... we go to where? We go to here. Line manager, that's the one. New line. New line, yes. Click on the station. So we're going to start with there. Go to here. Go to here. And we're going to go to there. Then it'll go all the way back again. That should work. So that's going to be our tools line. So we can just say that's... so if we get rid of that... Tools to Totten. This isn't a game we're going to be continually playing. We're going to go on to a new one. But it's just really to show you guys how it running, really. Okay, should we buy some vehicles? We go to cargo. And at the moment I have these three. Probably, right, what can we do? I think this one, the general one's better. There's no actual difference if we look at the power, the mileage between these two. On this one you can set it just to a specific item, these specific items. And this one it pretty much takes everything. So we'll say it's my money down here. So 6. And then we're going to set it a line, which is this one. Yes, it is. Tools. And hopefully that will start things off. Now let's put it on fast forward. Okay, let's come back to that. Now I have set off one train. Let's put it back to here. This is the train we've got. It's running rather well, making some money. As usual, you can press here to locate it and you can view it. Now, as before, you can go on board, but now if you move your mouse about, you can actually look around, unlike the previous game. But if you use your arrow keys or your movement keys, you can move it back. You can even move it up and down. So that's a big leap forward, I think. So let's actually have a little look around the town. Let's actually have a look at the animations and things. Let's just slow that down. They're quite nicely made. It does remind me very much of Transport Fever and even Train Fever to it. We can probably go on board, why not? There we go. Oh yes, let's look at the overlays. So the top one, contour lines. Pretty similar to last time. Oh, we got a new train. And new carriage? Yes. Second one down. Navigable water. So we go head down. It's all green, just like last time. And I thought I'd done that. I messed up with this bridge. Couldn't quite get it up enough. So land use. I'm assuming that's within the town. There it is, yes. So, residential. We've got residential down here. The blue one is then commercial. And then we've got the yellow one here, which is industrial. So, track speed limits. Now, I put the cheapest of cheat tracks down, so, very poor. It's pretty much very poor. Destinations. So, they're all going down here, basically. The greener it is, there doesn't seem to be any private showing on there. The private ones are only within the town. So they're using public transport outside, it seems, unless that doesn't show that. Cargo? Yep, that's our cargo routes. Crowded stations, well, very good, very poor. I'm not sure if that's good for us or not. It just means we're only running a couple of buses up and down here. It probably means there's not enough people wanting to use the service. So you can take that how you want to take it, really. Street traffic. Pretty much that's us. It's all blue, so it's fine. Next one, emissions. Now, if you've been reading up about Transport Fever 2, that we've got emissions, and it's like a negative zone within an area. Outside towns, I don't think that's going to matter too much. I think it really would matter inside. So if we're showing red in here, we'd have a problem. I suspect the more we put in here, such as transport routes and things like that, we've got something else come through, then the redder it's going to get. And I think this is where you can actually choose what you want to actually have up on here if you want. But I can't see you'd really want to take those off. Oh no, this is what it's actually showing on here, isn't it? There you go. So you can actually choose what you want. Can you choose? Yes, you can choose individual ones off and on as well. So let's look at this town. They should be receiving a little bit. There we go. They've got tools now. So it is actually coming through. So there should be some growth on this town now, really. Well, there's seen to be of some sort. Population? Yes, population which is growing. And destinations. It's the only two places they're really going is from here to here, and I think Haywood, yes, because we've got the journey from here up to there, and they've got a separate one up to there. The moment, I don't think there's anything between these two, so that's why it's showing as 0. And actually, then, if you look at there, it's showing as 0 to here as well. So we click on this one. Let's look at destinations for there. Once again, I haven't provided a connection yet to that town, so there's nothing going there. But you can see from there what's actually happening. Well, I think we'll leave it there on this save. Right, so we have a look at campaign.
Mankind is constantly creating amazing new inventions. Get involved in rapid technological progress and ensure smoothly running transportation in different regions of the world.
I haven't actually ever done the campaign on Transport Fever, or even Train Fever. So on 1, let's press select.
America,
so what do we got?
In the midst of the 19th century. In the Nevada Territory, where until recently only a handful of buffalo grazed, nowadays it's all hustle and bustle. Beyond the Sierra and near the Carson River, gold has been found. There's supposed to be loads of it. All you need to do is dig it up. Anyone who keeps at it hard enough will be richly rewarded. What a splendid opportunity.
Did anyone notice the accent sort of changing? There was a kind of American, then there's a bit Irish. So as I was saying, I've never actually done a campaign, I don't believe. So, well, I'm going to get an achievement. Ooh. Nice little cutscene.
Welcome to uncharted territory, newcomer. Wanna get rich? Then you're in just the right place. Gold Rush fever holds sway in Virginia City. And you lucky devil, you've won the mining rights for a promising claim in a poker game at the Red Dog Saloon.
Ooh.
Soon you'll be hauling out gold nuggets as big as a cat's head.
Nice mine cards there.
Thanks to cleverness and luck at cards, you have a gold mine all your own. The former owner, a gal at the saloon by the name of Susie, who plays a lousy hand of poker, already took care of the groundwork. And, a practical woman, she left the necessary equipment behind, too. Now all you have to do is to find the mine. Get an overview and find out where the riches lie.
I think this is like a tutorial, isn't it? Using the camera, find the mine. Move the camera. Alright, so if you look here, zoom in. So I've got to zoom in and out. There we go. Rotate. So you hold the middle mouse button to do that. Tilt the camera. Again,
discover the entrance to the tunnel.
Wow. Yeah. Right. Is that it? We've done the mission, have we? Move the camera and click the mine. There. Okay. So we've got 0 shipping. Finding the mine? That is the mine, isn't it? No? Oh no, it's down here. Hey, we found the mine.
Promising claim. Even though only a few boulders have been mined so far, that's no reason to lose heart. You'll just have to dig deeper. You ought to get hold of some solid timber from the nearby forest, so that the fine shaft doesn't cave in. The beams will be excellent for stabilizing the tunnel. Decide where the carts should be packed with logs.
So, build a station where the horse carts will be packed with logs. Build a station where the horse carts will be packed with logs. Isn't that what type of station? Well, these are all blocked, so they're grayed out, so we have to use this. Ah, right, this isn't telling us, isn't it? It really is.
Explain to the sort of thick-skulled driver which route he should take.
Establish a new line. Right, so we head to lines, go new line, and then we click there and there.
Now, there's got to be a small depot to park the horse-drawn carts too.
So we go back to here, into buildings, and we pick a depot. And it wants it to be here, so we can place it there. I want to be a rebel and just place it here just for the sake of it, but I don't think it'd like it.
Everything's all set. Now, all you have to do is to get hold of a cart to transport the wood.
Well, we will go into... Well, actually, no, we won't. We'll go into here. Buy vehicles. We look at that. Horse-drawn carriage. That's the only thing we can actually buy right now. So we buy one of those.
The transport can get started.
And then we set it to line 1.
It won't be long before it's possible to dig deeper. Well then, good luck.
Allocating the vehicle to the line. Wait until the horse carts do a lock. So we've got to press play to let that happen. Let's put it on fast forward. Pick on board. Where's the reins? It's quite fast. If I press up, there we go. Looks like we're actually on board now. So I think it's delivered. Yes, there we go.
That glitters is gold. Maybe your poker partner was sharper than you thought. So, you got rid of the silver mine for a decent amount. Time to invest this money in a lucrative venture. and there's an excellent
Really?
opportunity. All the ore from the mine must be transported to the silver mills down by the river. A railroad that takes over the transport would be a promising venture.
Well, I think we're going to stop there on that one. You get the idea, I think. Yeah. Now, so we look at the map editor. You can choose the climate. So, if you add on custom there, you can choose what type of map you want it to be. You can choose the vehicles you want and the size of the map, and obviously the format. So it could either be 1x1 square, 1x2, which is like a rectangle, or 1x3, which is a much longer rectangle. So this is what you get: a blank page. What tools do you have? So I'm pretty sure these are all, I didn't use these last night. You can actually just auto-generate everything if you want to, and that's kind of what it looked like. You can keep height maps, keep assets, and that would be the seed for it. You can add the industries in, towns in, or you can do everything manually. That's where the fun comes in on this type of editor. You got 3 brushes, this small one. You'll notice how the brushes go outwards slightly. It's like if you ever used Photoshop or any of that type of thing. This would be the print, and it's like a stamp tool. You've got your strength, but that's basically a stamp tool. But on this one, on the edges, it sort of gradually blends into the outer edges. Now on here, you've got a square. Now you can rotate this. There are keys. I haven't quite worked out the keys. They sort of sometimes work and sometimes don't. I'm assuming there's a reason for that. But you can actually rotate it. You can have the strength and you can have the brush size. So down here we've got the equals. That pretty much means if we've done something different and you press on there, it will kind of equal it out. I'll show you in a second. Up, make a hill. Down, make a valley. And also if you go down enough, it makes it into water. And this is more a stamp tool again. So let's have a look. Let's go up. There you go. See, you can see how that is on that one. But if we go across a bit and use this tool, we're using high strength here. So if we lower the strength down a bit, you can start to see the different types of hills you can actually make. Which one? No, let's go on to that one. That's it. Now, if we get you to down, but again, I would recommend using something like this tool, and you can start making rivers. So let's look at this one. Now, if we press on this one, you start on this height, it will continue that height. However, if you press on this one, you start here, you continue that height across. So whatever height you press on original, straight at that point, we start on, it will continue that height everywhere. So we could actually just delete this if we wanted to. This one does a similar thing, but what it wants to do, it tries to do is merge everything down. You'll notice how it's much slower. The effect in the end is the same, but it's a lot slower. And again, it is to do with the strength. The higher the strength, the faster it will do it. Modify the terrain with a height map texture. So you got up and down, and there you go. You got some preset textures, basically. Let's go up. Give that. Let's see what we've got. Tropical noise. And that's quite a nice effect. Got a different one. Let's try a hilltop. Let's go over here, try a hilltop. So again, it's very simple. Then we've got paint tools. We've got quite a few different paints here, actually. Riverbed. It's that same tool here. You'll notice the brush size, brush strength. If you want to merge two into each other, don't put it right to the top. Maybe make about 50%. If we move it down a bit, you'll see it does it less. There's all kinds here, actually. Let's use the stamp tool. Let's make it a lot larger so you actually get an idea of what they look like. Oh, I haven't put the strength on very high, have I? That's why. So the effect you get really does depend on the strength, and I put it back up to there. Let's try there. Let's see why to make a field. The next thing you do is then choose some sort of bushes. If you notice it says single, that means you just place one single one down. And that's it. But if you press there, it becomes the brush tool again. And you can just hold it down and it'll just do it. Probably on there, that is a better idea. What you end up getting if you do it nicely is like the hedge around a like the fields, around the fields. Now I'm still playing with this, I'm still learning. In a minute, I'm going to show you a map I've made. Let's continue looking at the assets. So we've done all these. Let's actually now look at roads. We've got, just like you would normally lay a road, you do it here. There you go, done. Don't worry about the money. That's how much you spent doing this. But it means nothing. I have a big feeling that when modifications come, that they will probably appear on this map as well. How that actually works out, if you put this, I'm assuming you can put this map on the, I want to say download station, but the workshop. Play too much trains. If you're using mods, I don't know how that's going to affect it. It's probably going to have to say that it needs certain things, mods downloaded to actually be able to use it. Towns. So we can create towns anywhere we want. Don't have to be... I would recommend not putting roads near them first. Just look on the map, decide where you want them. Then you can either go commercial. Every town has two things, just like we looked at earlier. One commercial, one industry. Now you can either make it random or tools, food, or goods. Random does, and the industry is construction, machines, and fuel. And then you got the capacity, which is tiny, small, medium, and large. Let's look at each of these. So that's a large. Oh. No, it's done it. Or is that huge? I think that's a large. Let's go to huge then. Now this is huge. Take it down to medium. As you can see, they are completely random. The orientation's different. I don't think it affects it if I press it round here, the orientation. It doesn't, no, it just does it anyway. So they're towns, and they will give you your industries and stuff like that, which they require. Once again, if you press on here, this is the actual industries. Now, really, you need one of each. But you may actually find maps on the workshop which doesn't. Maybe they just want to concentrate on food or something like that along those sort of streams. You don't have to have a map which has everything. As long as you set the towns to the correct industries, you can just choose the industries you want. So it's pretty simple. Click, done. Click, done. And then you would go to the roads and just click them up, cut them up. That's pretty much it. We've got the industry here. We've got towns. We've got streets. We've got the terrain tools, which is the height, the paint, the assets. In here, difficulty. That's the only thing on here. Obviously, that's bulldoze it, get rid of it. On these three, these seem to be that... well, let's just try it. Generate. Hope it doesn't crash. So it gets rid of everything we've already done, it looks like to me. I don't actually see what that's actually done. Let's take out the 20 towns then. There we go. So it is generating the towns in different places. Or not. I think if there's something already there which you can't generate a town on, it won't do it. But there you go. They are the towns. Okay, so it's done that. So let's look at this one. This is going to be the hills. You can choose how hilly you want it. Keep assets. So that means everything on here, which is already on here, you can keep. Generate. So there we go. And you can make some nice maps, actually, can't you? Right, so this is the map I made. It's not exactly accurate. But there's reasons why I've done this. Right, so we've got London. They're technically two towns, but for now, as soon as we start playing, I'll just name this South London. Yeah, it's meant to be the southeast. We've got Brighton, Eastbourne, Portsmouth, High Wycombe, where I come from originally, Oxford. That's the only reason I put it in, really, because it's got Oxford there. Moving up to Birmingham, Leicester, Nottingham, Cambridge over here, Norwich. They're kind of in sort of ish places. Then we've got these Doncaster and Manchester. Unfortunately, Liverpool was over this way, so I couldn't put that on. I can see this being a game in itself, honestly. Actually building these. I'm pretty sure mods are going to be added to this. But just adding the bushes and stuff, and I've tried to add all the industries in. It's nice to be able to add some bridges in and they don't cost you anything. I've not directly connected everything up to make it reasonably difficult. But the things I've done, for instance, I've made sure there's a bit of water up here. Because I want to see if we can actually set a route up for maybe, let's say, Southend up to Doncaster. So we have stops here and we go up to there. And we'll see what actually happens. We can have another route going up to Leicester, for instance, via water. I don't know how well that's going to work. And so... we'd try it. That was one of the reasons I want to try that. We've got water down here, so we can set these three up to each other. Then we've got sort of food. Now this one requires food, so that's not too difficult. Farm to there to in. That's nice and easy. I think it's going to be a fun little map to play. It's not the greatest map in the world, but it's got some undulation. It's got everything darted about. We can play with some boats. We can make it's flat enough that we should be able to put some train routes through. It shouldn't cost us the earth. We're going to play on medium. And, well, that's going to be the next episode. I'm going to start recording that straight away. But for this episode, thank you for watching. But if you have any questions about the game, just ask. Leave it in the comments and I'll try and answer. I'm going to try and put content out every day, at least until release. And then we'll see what happens after that. Maybe it'll be once or twice a week after that. But again, as I say, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please press the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And you press that ding-dong bell button, you can tell us when I put more stuff on. Cheers, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.